the familiar desktop to Windows XP, an operating system used globally, known for its stability and performance. This is the Start menu, which had its first major overhaul, later included in Windows Server 2003. Applied is its default Luna theme, known for its simplistic look and not being resource heavy. Prior to Aero, Windows only came with two themes: Windows Classic style, similar to that of Windows 9X, and Windows XP style, which would be the Luna theme. There were different color schemes for Windows XP style, though I don't count those as being extra themes. Introduction to Aero, Windows Vista. This is the desktop to Windows Vista, released by Microsoft November 8, 2006 to manufacturing and made generally available the 30th of January 2007. It was a major release of Microsoft Windows, also known for having one of the longest development periods in Microsoft's history. Some would call this a revolutionary Start menu, including the brand new Start Search, allowing users to search for specific files on their computer. Despite all of its hate, it was the first release of Windows to include futuristic Aero glass look, using skeuomorphic designs that feature 3D surfaces with reflections and realistic icons. This is a demonstration of different Aero color appearances. There's a default clear glass with no color, graphite, blue, teal, red, orange, pink, and frost. Windows Vista didn't come with many themes, but Aero sufficed for the time being, before custom themes started popping up. It came with a basic theme, which I didn't show off, and the classic theme, resembling closely to XP's classic style. With the introduction of Aero, also came nicer looking screensavers, featuring one of my favorites, Bubbles, which showed off the glassy-like look to the new Windows Vista operating system at the time. So does the new Flip 3D window switcher. Moving on to Windows 7, the final Windows edition to come with Windows Aero. Not much has changed from Vista, other than the super bar, which is a larger taskbar everybody knows rather than the small taskbar in Vista. It practically kept the same Aero style, minus making the navigation button bigger. The Aero glass colors also stayed the same, I believe, with the removal of the titles of these colors. With the release of Windows 7, also were released new themes built into the operating system. This includes architecture, characters, landscapes, nature, scenes, and the regional theme, depending on what country your computer is set to. It also has the basic theme and the familiar classic theme with minor changes from Vista's and XP's. Windows Aero was something nobody had seen before, and people who had capable computers at the time preferred using. And most say Windows 7 was the best operating system Microsoft ever released, a perfect combination of Windows Vista's Aero glass with a refined taskbar allowing for easier use and faster multitasking. Briefly moving on to Windows 8.1. Originally, Windows 8 was the first version of Windows post-Aero. I chose 8.1 as it was more known and better per se. Still known for its abysmal start screen, meant for touch devices, and Metro UI in favor of Win32 applications. It also introduced the semi-forced Microsoft accounts. Little did we know this would become much worse in later versions of Windows. Windows 11. Nothing much to show here other than the semi-transparent taskbar and the non-transparent windows. I alternatively installed OpenShell for the start menu for this demonstration. Aero Glass for Win 8.1. As you can see, this is the theme used in Windows 8 Beta 8400, and to me, it looks like a refreshed version of the Aero Glass we know in Windows 7. You can see it in better detail here. I was trying to look for the Aero Glass configurator, but I couldn't find it unfortunately. This is what the color palettes look like with the Aero theme enabled. The software has been around for quite a while, and most people know about it if you're tech savvy, although it is considered abandonware and there aren't many good alternatives for Windows 8.1, and there's technically no good reason to continue updating software, as Windows 8.1 never received any theme changes throughout its support span. And a side-by-side comparison to Windows Vista's Aero Glass theme. That's a wrap for Windows 8.1. DWM Blur Glass, Windows 10. With DWM Blur Glass, there isn't actually an installer. You move the Releases folder to the root of the C drive, run dwmblurglass.exe, install it, download the symbol files, and then you'll have Windows Aero up and running on Windows 10. The nice thing about DWM Blur Glass is that there are different options for customization. You don't necessarily have to keep the glass look at the top. It doesn't take much effort at all to make this look nice. I set a color for the Start, Taskbar, and Action Center, along with the title bar and window borders. Then selected similar colors in DWM Blur Glass for the active and inactive windows. Anyway, that concludes Windows Aero for Windows 10. Let's move on to Windows 11. DWM Blur Glass, Windows 11. Since I'm using the same software from Windows 10 here on Windows 11, I'll save you a few seconds and get to the Aero demonstration. As you can see, it is a little different to Windows 10. It appears DWM Blur Glass doesn't work fully under Windows 11. If anyone knows why, feel free to leave it in the comments below, as I haven't done too much research on the issue. And from my experimenting, trying to change settings doesn't do much. The texture only appears to load in File Explorer, which doesn't make much sense. The only time I saw it work properly was when I launched Google Chrome, as you can see in slow motion, and it loaded for a couple of seconds. As a bonus, I wanted to quickly show you how you can get the Windows 7 looking taskbar and start menu on Windows 11. If you selected Remastered 7, change the taskbar size to large, remove the task view button and the search box, then you'll have a decent looking Windows 7 theme for Windows 11, while continuing to allow Windows Update to work. This isn't one-to-one accurate, as there are many other videos demonstrating that on Windows 10 and 11, but also because this technically isn't what the purpose of this video is. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Thanks for watching.